cars on fire and shattering the glass in windows more than a mile away.
Please, we need assistance.
In an instant, 100,000 square meters of Lagos, schools, homes, businesses were destroyed. No wonder people thought this was a bomb.
What is happening to this country?
When the blast went off on the morning of Sunday, March 15th, almost 300 children were gathering for morning mass at Bethlehem Girls' College, just across the road. The next second, the school was gone. Satellite imagery taken before the blast shows that there was no gas processing plant at this site. And this drone footage, shot less than 48 hours before the explosion, confirms that no gas cylinders were stored here. Some of the videos filmed among the ruins do show gas cylinders. But these cylinders are more than 80 meters away from the center of the explosion. If they had been thrown this far by the force of the blast, they could not have all landed in the same place. But the most compelling evidence is in the video itself. We know that this clip was shot at 8:51 a.m., 5 minutes before the blast. No gas cylinder can contain enough fuel to sustain a leak at this volume and pressure for so long. The salt is not being released by gas cylinders. Where is it coming from? We already know that the leak was here, behind the truck. Drone footage shows us that the source of this leak became the center of the blast crater. And if we look at satellite imagery taken back in 2009, we see something else. This is the trench dug to contain the NNPC's petroleum pipeline. And that pipeline runs right through the source of the vapor leak. So what could have caused the pipe to break? Drone footage shows the truck that was burned out in the blast. It's an Iveco 19038 that's unladen, weighs 8 tons. But on March 15th, this truck was fully loaded with rock and probably weighed more than 25 tons. It stopped here on the unsurfaced road, directly above the pipeline. At this same location, there's a dip in the land where rainwater has washed out some of the road's surface. And in the days before the blast, it rained enough to soak this area, softening the eroded soil on which a 25-ton truck was about to stop. This explanation that a heavily laden truck stopped on an eroded, unsurfaced road, pressuring the pipeline to breaking point, is an account that matches the available evidence. That explains the relevance of the truck. That corresponds to the video showing a huge spray of vaporized fuel emerging directly above the pipeline in the minutes before the explosion. And that fits with the testimony of 5 eyewitnesses who told us that this spray of flammable liquid drifted downwind until it met the naked gas flame of a tea cellar on the side of the road. But it is not a story that exonerates the NNPC. Responsibility can sometimes be hard to pin down, but not in this case. This is the webpage of the Nigerian Pipelines and Storage Company, NPSC, a subsidiary of the NNPC. It says in black and white that the maintenance and integrity of petroleum pipelines is the sole responsibility of NPSC. If we dig deeper, we find this. Industry regulations require the NNPC to protect the pipeline from washouts and from it being subjected to abnormal loads. Despite these regulations and the fact that their fuel line ran through a densely populated neighborhood, right next to a school, the evidence says the NNPC did not adequately address the erosion of the road surface, did not sufficiently protect the pipe from the truck's load, and did not maintain the integrity of this pipeline.